Recently, I got to chat with Man with a Mission guitarist, singer and rapper Gene Ken Johnny. Man with a Mission are one of the biggest rock bands in Japan. They recently released an EP called 15 back in March to commemorate their 15th anniversary as a band and completed their latest arena tour across Japan. They've now done a physical release of that EP called 15 Across the Globe, and they're coming to the UK and Europe on their Howling Across the World tour. They're playing at London Shepherd's Bush Empire, Manchester O2 Rips, they're playing Birmingham, and then they're off to Europe for another 10 dates. These guys invented a backstory for why they wear wolf masks on stage and in all their interviews. This involves them being created as the ultimate life form by Jimi Hendrix. They were then frozen in Antarctica for years, and while they were there, they had been listening to all kinds of music from around the world before later escaping and emerging onto the Japanese music scene. I think these sorts of backstories and interesting looks are awesome. This is something I highly want to support. I believe a band should have lore. I think they should have a look to them that is visually striking. And if they have to do that by wearing masks and coming up with some sort of backstory, just like, to be honest, Slipknot and Ghost and the likes of Lordi have done over the years, then all power to them. I think it's fantastic. Man with a Mission themselves are a pivotal band in Japanese culture and beyond, and they're making big waves here in the UK and Europe. It was a pleasure to chat with Gene Ken, but I really wanted to get to know the musician and songwriter behind the wolf mask. Here is that Zoom chat in full, and I'll leave some links in the description where you can find out more about their band and their gigs. Where are you in the world right now?
Right now, I'm in Japan.
You have a latest release that I'd like to talk about. XVEP, or how would you say that?
That's 15, yeah.
15 EP. So this has been 15 years. And you guys have pretty much released an album a year other than around the pandemic, right? So that is prolific. That is prolific. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. I want to talk a little bit about how your songs come about and how you managed to be that prolific with also touring.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let's talk about the latest release. The top song, because Spotify looks at numbers and things, Reaching for the Sky. How did that song come about in particular?
It was a song from the bass player. We have actually two main composers. It's me and the bass player, and he had the idea to have a song that's really like having a solid message from Man with a Mission. Usually, I guess a lot of bands have like a topic or a method that they mainly sing about, and for example, a lot of maybe a band sings a lot of love songs or something political kind of stuff, but he wanted to make a song that's really sticks to our method. That would be, I would say, like, all the singing about all the conflict or all the problems that you can experience through life, but also at the same time cherish or be proud of what you have, the happiest moments, and even if it's struggle for anyone else, but for you, it's a beautiful moment, and things like that. And that was like the plot of what we wanted to write about, and he wanted to sound it really energetic, really aggressive, and that's how it came about.
That's amazing. And is there any lore? Obviously, the lore of your band's there's a story to everything, it would seem. Is there anything you'd want to share about that to people that perhaps haven't heard of you guys before?
Okay. Well, obviously, we look different from like ordinary bands. We have a head of a wolf, body of a human being. Long story short, we used to have nothing to do with music. We were made by a math professor, blah blah blah, things like that. But yeah, once we listened to music, like everybody else, it really moved our heart. And if we had a chance to do something with music, that's how it started in 2010. It's been 15 years, and so far we're really savoring the happiness and the luckiness that we can have today, sticking into the music industry right now.
Excellent. What's a song from the new album that you're particularly proud of, or perhaps has a bit of a story behind it you wouldn't mind sharing?
The newest item?
Yes, please.
Okay, the 4 songs were really great. This time we were like focusing on bringing out all the ideas from each and every member. So the four songs were written by different members each, and we're really proud of everything. But um, as the second one, Vertigo, that one I wrote mainly, and it was about uh, kind of a cynical, satirious song about how people are using social media and stuff. Probably a huge problem that people are thinking about right now, and I guess it went out pretty good. Yeah.
It seems like you lyrics and the story is quite at the forefront of your mind. Is there anything musically that's at the forefront of your mind when, what makes a Man on the Mission song? How do you know it's like you guys from a music point of view?
Yeah. Most of the members, of course, including me, were really inspired in the music that was going on in the 90s, the era itself. Uh, Talking about alternative kind of music, the mixture, the hybrid with rap and heavy rock, stuff like that. It was not only the genre, but crossing over all kind of genres, even like programming kind of stuff, the DJ kind of stuff, really aroused around that era. And it was really inspiring to us. I guess we're trying to inherit that spirit, but at the same time, try to make it sound modern, even now these days. Yeah,
Absolutely.
probably like the main, if we're talking about genre, about our band, that's probably the, yeah, bottom line, the thickest idea of what we have.
Absolutely. I'd say you guys do mix the old and the new quite well. I'd say from a guitar teacher's perspective, I wasn't surprised Reaching for the Sky is one of the most popular on the new album because essentially that is the main riff seems like a four chord song, basically A minor, F, C, and G. And before that, you have this kind of descending pattern, which is,
Yes, yes.
not unlike a Stairway to Heaven or something like that, but obviously mixed, just produced and mixed and bringing your energy. It just sounds super modern and up to date. So that's where my mind went when I was first listening to you guys. Your top song on YouTube, at least with an English title, is My Hero with 21 million views. How did that song come about, perhaps?
Oh yeah, that song was actually for a Japanese animation. Obviously, it's animation in Japan, not only in Japan, but it's a really nurtured culture that really cuts through all over the world. I guess a lot of people uh, overseas, if you're talking about Japan, overseas are really interested in the Japanese animation stuff. And I guess that's how it really spread it out, even all over the world. Whenever we play that song, My Hero, everybody gets crazy, probably thinking about the animation, but at the same time enjoying the music as well. And yeah, we're really proud of what we made out. We were a big fan of the author of that animation, the comic itself. So it was really an honor.
That must be a great opportunity to work with someone you admire, like, especially when it is in a different thing to music as well. Like the combining of the arts is a magical thing. I'm going back to an earlier question. You've released so much music. How do your songs generally come about, and how are you able to write so much while obviously on tour and things like that?
I don't know. That's probably everybody does that if you're in a band.
Not necessarily. Are you guys stockpiling lyrics? Are you guys writing on tour? Some people find that very difficult. Are you recording in the back of a tour bus? Are you recording in hotel rooms? Are you writing all the time? How does that side of things work?
Sometimes it's hard, but like without being shy, and it might sound awkward, but ever since we've listened to all the bands that we admired and stuff like that, it was always like a dream to be that kind of band that was well known all over the world. Even try to create that one song that everybody could like chant together with and make people move. That was always like a dream for us. So today we're just pursuing that dream going on. I would say that I haven't reached any goals yet, but it's always, we're really enjoying just being a band and making music and traveling all over the world to see how people like not only our music, but like the background that we were talking about, the attitude of the 90s stuff. Yeah, it's always a pleasure. We're really savoring that happiness right now.
That's amazing. That's wonderful to hear in a tough industry, man. When there's travel involved and a lot of songwriting, that enthusiasm is infectious, and it comes through you, man. That's brilliant. What guitars do you play and why?
I would say that I love a lot of Fender kind of stuff because we get the support from Fender, and it's safe for me to say that we love Fender. But not only that, like I said, all the bands that I listen to really enthusiastically. For example, I don't know, Sonic Youth or like Dinosaur Jr., Tommy York from Radiohead. They all use the Fender guitars, and I guess that guitar maker Fender guitars kind of have that unique, genuine like overtone that makes it sound really, if you're talking about genre, really alternative, the attitude, the spirit. Yeah, and I really love that tone. So I keep on using Fender guitars.
Amazing. What do you remember what the first song you learned on guitar was, or one of the songs?
The first one that I copied, right?
Yeah, when you were first learning guitar, take me right back to the beginning. We have a lot of beginner guitarists watching that would love to be in a band touring the world. But what was one of the first ones you remember?
I think it was Come As You Are from Nirvana, because it's a really simple riff that you can play on one string, and also you can enjoy the chord progression, stuff like that. And,
it's a good one.
At first, Nirvana is really, at first, it's really easy to copy. I believe I watched one of your lesson videos that says the world's most easiest guitar solo or something like that.
Yeah, the Come As You Are is definitely one of them. But actually, the notes are easy. There's a weird thing to master to get that one. If you play it right with the open string as well, there's always something with the easy ones. Easy done well is very difficult sometimes. What is one song of yours out of this whole back catalogue of 15 years? What's a song that comes to mind that you're particularly proud of?
All the songs, each and every songs are like just giving birth to your own baby or something like that. So it's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard question. But since we've been working on for 15 years, sometimes you get stuck about like if I'm making another song that sounds like the usual ones and stuff like that. I guess one song when I made Into the Deep, there was one song that I kind of thought that was a really good representation for a song that really represents the sound, the genre of our band. Not even from first, but after all the career. And I just made up I thought that I made up another song that really represents the Man with a Mission sound. And yeah, at that moment, I was pretty proud that to me, it was like, I can still make something, another song that makes me feel like that. Yeah, that song was pretty, I was very proud when I made up that one.
That's good to know. I'll check it out. And what's a song perhaps by another band that you wish you'd written? You mentioned Come As You Are already, but what is just a perfect song to you? What comes to mind when I ask that?
That's another tough question, but since I'm a huge fan of this band, Cherry Rock from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, of course. Taught it.
I mean, how it opens, the clean tone, but it just gives the fuzz guitar through it out, and it's the guitar solo, Billy Corgan just bringing it, and the unique tones, the melody that he uses. I mean, to me, it was like, it's not even. It's a heavy song, but it's pop, it's catchy, but at the same time really heavy and, emotional. And that's one band that I still hope that I want it to sound like,
Sure, that's always an influence. It's a good song, man. Great. So to finish up, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to play a game of this or that with 20 questions. We did this at the festival I've just been interviewing at here in the UK. And you've had a lot of bands, and they really enjoyed this one. It got some good stuff out. It allows us to talk about stuff we maybe haven't covered already. I'd be interested to know if there's anything here you haven't heard of, but I think you will have. Starting off with bands, the first one will be Oasis or Blur, and then it's a bit more musical, Valve Amp or Amp Modeler, that kind of thing. Is that okay with you?
Okay, I'll try.
Sure, man. Just have fun with it. If there's anything you don't know, I just do whatever. It's all good. So starting off with Oasis or Blur?
Okay, Oasis.
Black Sabbath or Metallica?
Metallica. Okay.
Nirvana or Pearl Jam?
What was that later one?
Pearl Jam.
Nirvana or?
Pearl Jam.
Nirvana.
Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
Beatles.
Therefore, Lennon or McCartney?
Lennon.
Okay, a little bit different now. So, music or lyrics?
Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'd say music, yeah.
Major key or minor key?
Major.
Tuning down or staying in standard?
Tuning down.
To what?
Drop D is probably my favorite.
Drop D is your favorite. Nice one. Which of your songs is in Drop D that we should all listen to?
A lot of songs.
A lot of them?
A lot of songs are in Drop D and maybe Drop C. I just love, using the add ninth chords.
Of course, like that reminds me of something like Everlong has a similar vibe to that. That's really cool.
That's definitely.
Valve amp or a digital amp?
Now these days, I'll vote for the digital ones. Yeah.
Fair play, man. Is that what you travel with?
Yes.
What are you using?
It's a lot easier, not just for me, but for the supporters, the engineers.
Front of house, yeah. You just guaranteed tone at the back of an arena, right? It's one of those.
Yeah.
High gain or clean tone?
High gain.
Distortion or fuzz?
I say fuzz.
Gibson or Fender?
Fender.
Big chorus or big riff?
Big riff.
Nice. Okay. Analog or digital recording?
That's a tough one. We're not good at analog anymore.
No one is. In the UK, you'll do well to find any tape. We use a lot of analog desks and getting the sound from the desk. So I guess that's a bit of a mix, but 100%.
It's always about the mix, like the vocals and the drums, we usually do it totally analog, but everything else digital, yeah.
Studio or live performance?
Live performance.
Album or single?
Album.
Humbuckers or single coils?
Oh, that is a tough one.
Do you use both?
I do use both, yeah.
Which is your humbuckers for the heavy sound. Vintage gear or modern gear?
I think about gear. Vintage. Okay.
Headline slot or secret set?
Headline slots or secret sets? Headline sets. Slots.
Final question. Music theory or feel?
Oh. That's another tough one.
Your songs are quite technical in parts. They're accessible, but there's definitely some technical bits. So what even does music theory mean to you?
It's all about the basics, and at the same time, I really admire just pursuing, finding out how it's logical, the music, It's always it's physics, it's chemistry,
It is.
science, it's math, but at the same time, it's magic. So yeah, it's all about that balance.
The balance of music theory and feel. I think that's fair enough, buddy. Jean-Ken, that's us for today. Thank you so much for talking with me. It's been super fun, and it's been a pleasure to be introduced to your band, and I'm looking forward to checking you guys out more in the future. What's next for you guys? Are you doing more touring?
Right now it's the summer season, and of course, I guess it's the same all over the world. That the summer festivals are coming up in Japan right now. We're definitely taking part in like most of the summer festivals going on in Japan. After that, we're heading to the Europe camp.
Excellent stuff. I hope to catch you in the near future then.
Yes, definitely.
Sure.
I'm hoping we can see you guys in London too.
That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward. What date is that? Do we have a date for the London date?
London should be, what was that? October 2nd. Yes, October 2nd at O2, Shepherd's Bush Empire. Yeah.
That sounds right. October 2nd, Shepherd's Bush Empire. That's super exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to taking the lessons that you put on YouTube.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the follow, but I think you're good. I don't think you need to learn too much from me, but it's always good to share.
I actually checked out some of the videos, and it was really eye-opening for me from the first one. I never imagined to put the first finger in the middle of the A major chord. Yeah, it's really logical, less movements and stuff like that. I never did that, so it was like, oh, man.
I never did it either, and I just found that worked when I was teaching people one-to-one. It's lifting the fingers off that makes people go, oh, I've lost the shape. Right? Yeah. Keeping one finger down, keeping an anchor finger is really powerful.
Yeah, less stress, yeah.
Indeed, man. Thanks for watching. I'll leave some links to Man with a Mission, their tour, their physical EP releases and everything like that in the description below. And I'll leave some links on screen to more of my band interviews, which you can watch right here, right now. And I'll see you next time.